Just out here, you've got a moron.
The Ingham family's road trip from hell continues. The other day we talked about the motorway incident whereby their tyre blew, or they said that their wheel blew up, right? Which is not true. The wheel could not blow up, but the tyre did, and they had to replace it and put a new tyre on, or the spare tyre, and it was all drama. But today you are not gonna want to miss this. This is so much better than the last one, right? And you will not believe what happened to them.
We didn't vlog yesterday. We're still at the campsite here in Athens. We didn't vlog yesterday because we need a new tyre on our caravan. So if you watched our vlog a few days ago, then you may know that we had a blowout on the motorway, blew up our tyre. Something, we rolled over something, we drove over something, it blew up the tyre. We did have a spare on the caravan. However, it's not a suitable spare to be driving thousands and thousands of miles on. So it was enough to get us here at this campsite, which was like, I don't know how much further away, not too much further, but we need a new tyre. We tried to get one for early this morning. Sorry, we couldn't get one because of the bank holiday weekend until today. However, we were supposed to have it at 1 o'clock and it's now 3, but we've just been told it's ready. So we're going to head off, get the new tyre, and hopefully we'll be on our way.
Alright, I'm really sorry about the state of this right now, but you'll realise why in a minute. I cannot believe if something in the universe is not trying to tell us a sign right now to stop and turn around or just do something different, then I don't know what is.
You think this is a sign for you to go home, is it? Why don't you just go home then, Chris? Why don't you give it up? Give up van life forever, right? I feel like that could be your calling.
We've literally just pulled out of the campsite where we've been staying for the last 3 days.
Oh.
Hello. Okay, sorry, the rescue guy just turned up. Basically, we've been at a campsite in Athens for the last couple of days, and we've been into Athens. We had a really good time, but it was a Sunday when we were due to leave, and we had a blowout on the caravan the other day when we were on our way to Athens, and because of that we had to put the spare tyre on the caravan.
I think I already said all this, but
okay, right. If Sarah said this already, so we can't drive on the spare tyre, so we had to get the broken tyre fixed. So the lovely guy at the campsite organised us to go to a shop today at 3:30. He was going to replace the tyre, all good, back on the road. We left the campsite, and literally 10 minutes outside the campsite, the wheels exploded.
On the other side?
On the other side.
On the other side. So both your wheels exploded. Tires exploded, Chris. Both your tires exploded. I kind of assumed it was something to do with the old one, the spare one, and no. In fact, the other one, all their tires are exploding one by one. Be careful. Right, now. Be careful not to store your kids away in there. I hope they're not travelling in the back there, you know.
I don't know what on earth is going on. I don't know if it's the heat. The tyres that we've got on the caravan are the ones that were on it from when we bought it. They've got, I'll show you again because I showed this the other day. The tread on them's perfect. There's nothing wrong physically looking at the tyres. There's nothing wrong with them. The caravan is not overloaded. I don't care what anyone says or tries to make out. The caravan is not overloaded whatsoever. In fact, there's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it?
I pull that caravan with my little finger about... there's nothing in that caravan.
Come on, Iron Man.
Nothing.
Go on, Chris. He's such a strong one, and he pulls that caravan with his little finger, his pinky, innit? He's a muscly man, is that? Sarah, you're so lucky to have such a fit, young, healthy specimen like Christopher Ingham.
Everything is in this van. Aside from the girls' clothes, that's the only thing that's in the caravan. That's it. It's completely empty. Okay, so yeah, the caravan's empty. It's not overweight, if anyone wants to say that. It's not. I don't care what anyone says about that. It is certainly absolutely not. Don't forget, we've gone to the top of the Arctic. with that caravan loaded with winter gear, still not overweight, well within its maximum weight limits, loaded with winter gear and food and all sorts, and this has never happened. Those tyres did all last summer, those tyres did all of the Arctic trip we've just been on, and those tyres have obviously got us to this point on this trip. Let me just stress again, there's nothing wrong with the tyres looking at. The tread's fine. There's no physical reason why you would change those tyres before this trip.
So I don't know much about cars or anything really. Definitely nothing about caravans, but wheels are wheels and tyres are tyres, and they is it something to do with the heat expanding the rubber? Something like that. I don't know if that's a thing, so don't come for me. Alright, I'm just putting that out there into the universe in case it's possibly something, you know. I'm just thinking that maybe you needed to change, because you know how like racing car drivers, they change wheels and tyres for different conditions, don't they? If it's a wet track, they have different tires, right? And similarly, if it's warm, a little bit hot, then you know tires can react differently too, I think. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe you're all going to shoot me down in the comments. I'm here for it though.
Just to get that one out of the way, so no one comes back saying that we've been neglectful or something.
Fault no matter what, isn't it?
The other day it was our fault. Not from everybody, but there was some idiots commenting about it the other day on Facebook, and I just can't be bothered with all of that rubbish, right? Just because bad things happen to everybody in the world, bad things happen to us the same as everybody else, and this is just an unfortunate situation. But literally 10 minutes outside the campsite, the other side has just blown inside a tunnel.
They're actually stuck in the tunnel. I can't. Actually stuck in the tunnel. Just sat there waiting, are they? Just sat there waiting. I love it. I love that for them. What the hell?
And that makes it pretty scary because there's no hard shoulder, so we're currently just at the side of the tunnel, and I had to ring the emergency phone because the first thing you have to do in Greece, if anything like this happens and you're stuck on a road somewhere, obviously we don't have another spare tyre, so we are stuck at the moment. We can't just change the tyre again and move on, we're stuck, we're on the rims. Is you have to call the emergency services because it's a danger for the road and us. So there's a guy here right now, because we're in a tunnel, luckily, the tunnel people that own the tunnel have to recover you out of the tunnel to a safe zone. So these guys, free of charge, are going to recover us to a garage up the way, basically. And that just so happens, luckily, that this exploded in the tunnel, so they'll recover us out of the tunnel to safety for free.
I don't believe what I just heard then. Did anybody else hear it? Listen. I don't know what you're listening for. Come on. Chris actually just said luckily they broke down inside the tunnel, you know, the most dangerous part. Luckily they broke down inside the tunnel so that they can get recovered for free. That's how much he values his family. I'd much rather have broken down outside the tunnel where it's a little bit safer, right? You know, even if it was going to cost me a few quid, right? Genuinely, I would. Chris's brain is not. We were so fortunate to be put in such a dangerous predicament. You know, our 6 kids will be thankful. It's going to save us some money, you know. Never mind being in danger. This money really is everything to him, isn't it?
It's the garage we're going to go to anyway.
No. Then they can only take you to the first exit garage. They have like strategic emergency drop-off points, and they can only take us to that one. So the tyre garage that we're going to is going to be shut by the time we even get close to this safety point. So there's no changing either tyre today. So basically we need to call our breakdown company when we get to this safe zone and see what they advise. And I imagine we're probably going to be stuck in our butts for a night at this safety zone or somewhere again, which sucks. But do not tell me in the slightest that this is not a sign from the universe telling us to stop at this point. I strongly believe that, because that is weird. That is the weirdest scenario ever known in my life. Them tyres have done thousands of miles across the earth, and then all of a sudden, then all of a sudden one of them blows, and I was so convinced that it was something on the road the other day, But now I'm not sure.
No, it was.
There was definitely something, yeah, but it's just so friggin' weird that would then happen again. Like, literally, as we're driving off, that happens again. Like, come on. I firmly believe in fates in the universe, and that has severely put the willies up me.
I'd definitely give it up, Chris. I'd quit. Just go home. You know, don't risk, because I can see this happening, and it would be funny, not gonna lie, but for their sake, probably not. You know, they get the 2 tyres fixed, they get on the road, and the other 2 tyres go. I can actually see that happening.
Big time. But anyway, that's the update. I'll show you the tyre right now. It's very loud outside, so I just wanted to give the update before I actually walked outside. Alrighty. So as you can see, the rescue guy is just there blocking the lane. And that's the situation with the tyre. Can I pull out?
Yeah, just go. Goodness me, it's literally just put it into the tree. So this has turned into a bit of a stressful day.
Stressful? Really? It's quite exciting to watch and quite funny, quite entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Quite entertaining. This will get your views up, don't worry.
So basically, because we put the tyre in the tunnel, there's like an insurance that means that they can recover you for free out of the tunnel to somewhere safe, basically. So the garage that they wanted to take us to was 5 minutes away, and they do that free of charge. However, we knew, because we'd already called there over the last couple of days to try and get the tyre that we need, that they didn't have the tyre we needed. So guys, just to help Aurora with something. But yeah, so we knew they didn't have the tyre we needed, and we didn't want to be stuck in some garage courtyard for 24, 48 hours whilst they tried and sourced the tyre, which I don't know even if they would have been able to, because we got told when we've been calling around over the last few days that they didn't have any available, obviously in this heat. So we said, can we go back to the campsite that we'd just driven from, and we routed it, and it was a 7-minute drive away. So 2 more minutes than the place they would have recovered us to anyway. But they said no, because it's not protocol, which is totally fair enough. They couldn't do it. So we caught the guy on this campsite, so lovely, and he's the one that's helped to source the tyre to start with that we should have gone and got today. He has gone on his holidays though, so he dropped us off at the train station the other day into Athens, and he went off on his holidays over towards Zante. So I felt really bad bugging him, because he's like on his holidays, but we just really needed his help in like, what do we do?
You phoned up some Greek man on his holidays to bug him about saving you. Love that. Only an Ingham would do that. And
he said, tell them no, like you can't just go and sit in a courtyard with the children, like ask them if they'll bring you back to this campsite, and tell them it's a big inconvenience to, you know, have to go and sit in a courtyard when we already know there's no tyres there. He kindly offered to say this to the guy on the phone, because it's just easier trying to translate everything. So he spoke to the guy, and the guy just got on the phone to his boss. The guy that like was in charge of the bridge, the tunnel, sorry, he was like, yeah, that should be fine. But then the tow company were like, no, we're not doing that. And then he said, my boss is going to come, because I don't know why he said his boss needed to come, but he said his boss needed to come with a different truck to get the caravan on, but he turned up in the exact same truck. So we're a bit confused, but this guy was a little savage. He was €300 final price. And we were just like, €300 just for a 7-minute drive? So we were like, can you not do that for any less? I know it's a bit cheeky, but you know, €300 is like, and then he was like, right, no, I'm taking you to lay-by. Because we'd questioned the price, he then was refusing to even bring us to the campsite.
This makes a lot more sense why they were so narky on their Facebook post the other day about the €300. Had a bit of a run-in, did you, Sarah? Run-in with an angry Greek man. Oh dear.
I was like, right, that's it. I'm not taking you. I'm dropping you off at a lay-by. We'll get you out the tunnel. That's it. So we were like, oh no. And so Chris like, you know, it's fine. You know, I'm sorry. Can you just? It's fine. We'll just pay the money. Can we just get back to the campsite? We need to be back at this campsite. There is no way I'm sitting in this heat in a lay-by somewhere trying to source tyres, etc., etc. So they dodgily got the caravan.
Dodgily? Did they dodgily get the caravan on? Dodgily. Fucking hell. The English runs in the family, doesn't it?
Onto this tow truck, broke the caravan in the process. They broke the tow bar bit at the front. I don't know why he was doing this. Like, I don't know why. Recovery, we've had this experience before, but he was literally slamming it. So Chris went, what are you doing? You can't whack it. What are you doing? And he's saying I need to get it up more, because also what he did was when he was putting it on, they don't check the back. Now obviously it's going up at a steep incline trying to get onto the tow truck, but they don't care if they take your bumper off the back. Like, all the back of the caravan scraping across the floor. They're like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, what on earth are you doing? We're paying £300 for you to damage out your €300 for you to literally damage our caravan. Like, stop, you can't do that. So they were getting really annoyed at us, and we were annoyed at them because they're literally damaging our caravan. They finally got it onto the tow truck so dodgily. It was at an angle.
Done.
Was it paid? Did you pay?
Yeah.
He's just been so mad at us. We just got here to the caravan site. We're not on a pitch. We're half on a pitch, half off. We can't move it anywhere because the tyre, we can't physically move it.
I thought he's going to get us one of them.
And the guy just said, pay. So Chris was like, got his phone out. I was like, right, how come, you know, have you got a card machine? And he went, I need cash. We don't have cash. We never carry cash. We always pay everywhere we go on our card. Always. We don't carry cash with us. And so he was so mad. He's like, I need cash. I was like, you know, well, you should have told us it was cash only before you told us that. It's not my problem. So he's really mad at Chris, like, oh, I have to do this now. He's just driving off now. Now I have to do this, now I have to do that. So I think Chris had just done bank transfer or something, I don't know. So we're now back at the campsite. The lovely guy, because we also spoke to the guy at the campsite, like, he's charging us this, is this about right? And he said, no, he's a private company, let me see if I can speak to him for you. So he tried to speak to the guy, and then the guy hung up on him. So the guy called us back and was like, guys, no, he's like a private company, he's not going to budge on the price, he's just been really, really rude to me for even questioning the price. Alright, just pay it. Like, if you want, I can ring around some places, but I might be up to an hour. And we were like, no, we're not doing that. We'll just pay the 300. We're not doing that. Aside from that, you're on your holiday. Like, you've got above and beyond anyway.
At least we're going in the shade.
At least we're in the shade now, yeah. So he is very kindly. What? I will. So he's very kindly arranging for 2 tyres now. At least we're on the campsite. We're in the shade. We've got facilities here. This guy's really lovely who owns this site, even though he's on his holidays, is going to source us 2 tyres now, because obviously we can't go to the original garage we were going to pick up the tyre. Although I'm sure either they'll bring it to us or we'll just go in the Sprinter van to pick them up tomorrow. And he's going to order another one. So we'll have 2 brand new tyres. But what are the odds? What are the odds? There is nothing in this caravan. Nothing. No modifications done to this caravan at all. The only thing that's in here is a little fridge, a little mini fridge. Aside from that, it's clothes, literally, and this is just a, you know, a little cooler box you can take to the beach. Nothing else. The girls will kill me for showing you, but it's a bit messy. But yeah, no other modifications or anything on this van, there's nothing. So it's definitely not overweight. I know we're over explaining, but it's just sometimes a bit frustrating when something like this happens, and it's, you know, it's always our fault somehow we've done something wrong, so it's our fault. But it's just one of those things. Oh, hello wind. But yeah, it's just one of those things, nothing we can do about it. At least nobody's hurt or anything like that. We're now in between, we're literally blocking the road. This is the road between you know, the road to get round. So Chris is hooking up the Sprinter van to the caravan, and we're going to try and push it back because, as you can see, this is the tyre. Lovely. Right, what's it broke? What did it break on this?
All of this. Look at all front of it.
It's all cracked.
All of it cracked here. It's cracked on this side. It's massively cracked on this side.
This is what he was slamming. This was up a bit, and he was going whacking it. For some reason, it's bent it inside.
Honestly, like, I don't swear, right? But that guy's lucky that I'm not in jail right now fighting him. He was an absolute knobhead. Okay, back in familiar surroundings after a very dramatic afternoon. Have we spoken about since we've been back? About the towing or anything?
Yeah, I spoke about all of it there, but then speak more about
Ah, right, okay, Sarah's obviously, I didn't know if Sarah's even informed you about anything that's gone on today, so. Anyway, welcome back to Camp Athens. Again, we've got a different pitch, a shady babe one, so tomorrow when the sun comes up we're going to be nice and shaded. And we're cooking some dinner right now, which we've just got back from. We just went to Lidl to go and get some dinner. Lidl's about 15 minutes away from here. And it's actually a well nice little right on the beach, like literally right on the beach. If you were at the back beach for the day, you'd be buzzing because of the fact there's a little right over the road from it. So good. But Sarah's doing dinner right now with Roddy. Everyone else is being very quiet in the caravan across the way. I feel sorry for the caravan today. She just looks like she's just had a beating. I've been running through loads of different scenarios about what's going on with the caravan wheels, because I just feel like it's just too much of a coincidence that I've never had a blowout in my entire life, and then within the space of a couple of days, a couple of miles, I've had two. And those tyres have taken us all the way to the top of the Arctic and all over summer last year, and there was nothing wrong with them whatsoever, no tread issues, nothing, yet they blow out. I'm gonna have a good inspect tomorrow of like the inside the arches on the caravan. I wonder if some things like happened to both arches and there's something sharp there. I don't know, literally no idea. But anyway, we're gonna either get them fixed, we're gonna get it fixed tomorrow, one way or the other, and hopefully be back on the road. So fingers crossed. But tomorrow's gonna be a bit of a mad one doing, so I'm gonna have to take the wheels off, take them in the Sprinter to the garage, or potentially use our roadside assistance to help us sort it out, depending if the trims are alright.
We do have RAC, and we haven't even mentioned that we have RAC cover. We do have cover.
Yeah, so I called the RAC, obviously, as soon as we got back to here. So the procedure in Greece, just really quickly, is when you have any incident on the road, you first have to call the emergency services, which is what we did. They send a truck out that shuts a lane down to protect you, and then they also then arrange what was supposed to be a free rescue out of the tunnel, because the tunnel owners have to do that by the law. Long story short, we ended up having to pay a lot of money to get here, €300, which was very, very sour indeed.
It wouldn't have been if it had taken care.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Do you know what, right? That's the thing that annoyed me the most, is the fact that the dude just had literally no respect at all. He was like, €300, which is ridiculous for a 5-minute drive down the road, literally, 5-minute drive.
7, literally.
Yeah, 7 to be precise.
Like 7.
7 to be precise, from exactly where we're in the tunnel, 7 minutes back to this campsite. And he was going to drive us 5 up the road to this safety lay-by, which is basically a bus stop lay-by. It's not safe at all, and we would have been stranded there. So €300. Anyway, I've rung our breakdown cover for the RAC. There was no...
you've gone off on one, sorry babe.
Have I?
Yeah, but you were saying how you wouldn't have been bothered about paying it if...
Oh, sorry, yeah. I wouldn't be bothered about paying the 300... Oh, no, I would have been. The €300 was ridiculous to start with, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. But the dude was just so freaking rude.
Yeah, but that's
number
the
one,
point.
he don't
That's
take...
not what it
he's
was.
a recovery... No, 1 minute. I'm getting to that. He literally pulled up, rude as hell, dismissive, like, no, €300, or basically, cough. And... yeah, that's basically his attitude. He was just so rude. And then they're supposed to be recovery experts, these guys with these trucks, But he was pulling the caravan onto the back of his truck, and literally I was the only one who saw and stopped this, but the caravan was going up the incline. It was just, the back of the caravan was about to get ripped off. Fully ripped off, ruined, destroyed caravan. And no one's paying attention. The good job I was, because it was the caravan's arse would have been on the motorway as well and left and wrecked. And then when he's doing it here, we got to the campsite, he's nearly trying to reverse it into the top of the tree that's above the caravan right now. Literally, he would have just completely taken the whole roof off if I wasn't there screaming at him, watching what he's doing, because he's a complete ignorant idiot, not paying attention to anything that's going on around him. So yeah, that man was lucky today, I swear. And if I wasn't a more restrained human being, I would have been in trouble today, because that man was an absolute cat.
Baby, you sound like a right moron.
Wow, he's lucky, isn't he? The Greek man, he's very lucky that Chris Ingham is such a restrained human being. I mean, Chris is going to come and fight you. He's going to fight you, and he's going to beat you up, right? Because you're not a nice man.
You sound like a moron.
I have never ever once in my life wanted to fight somebody more than I wanted to fight this man today. He was just such a penis. But moving on from that, I'm making some dinner. Things are going to be all good. We'll sort it out tomorrow. With the RAC, oh sorry, but I went off on dinner about the RAC, didn't even finish that one.
Yeah.
So with the RAC, we did call our breakdown cover, and basically if we want them to, they will come and pick up the caravan tomorrow. They'll even put us in a freaking hotel whilst they fix it, because that's the cover I've got. They'll put us in a hotel whilst they fix it, and then they'll bring it back to us. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll just go to the tyre shop. It depends if the rims are bust, because the rims might be knackered on that side that happened today. And if they are, we'll need the RAC, and we'll be going to a hotel, because obviously the girls won't have anywhere to sleep. And if not, then I'll be fixing it tomorrow, and we'll be back on the road. So we'll just see what tomorrow brings. Until then, we're having some nice dinner, some nice drinks. We're going to enjoy this little campsite and the beautiful cool air tonight, because it is not hot tonight. It is lovely and cool. We've not had the aircon on yet, and that was running all day yesterday. So yeah, let's go.
And there we have it. The Inghams road trip from hell continues, and it was quite funny, I'm not going to lie. They went on a little bit, I'm not going to lie about that, right? They did go on just a smidge. They kind of seemed to repeat themselves a few times and go on and on and on and on. But yeah, they got to the end of the story in the end, so that's the most important thing, isn't it? I do hope that that's not the last of their disasters. Please let me know what you think about all of this in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until next time, have an amazing day, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.